All right, here we go. First one on the rod, 6:45, right on the dot. First coat in, we're going to saturate it all. Amber Adventure in gold. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you guys are having a good evening so far. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the shop. I'll be in the picture here in a second. Check out the notes if you got a chance. Make sure you hit the follow button. I don't even know if I'm talking to anybody. Hopefully someone's there. I'm out of the picture right now, so I can't even see my phone. But I'll jump into the picture here in about another minute or so. Let's see if I see anything. Oh, all right. Is anybody on there? Somebody's on there. Hey, I see fire emojis. Let's go. What up? What up? Thanks for the fire emojis. Thanks for the fire emojis. Appreciate you. Alright, so I'm going to shape this up a little bit, blow some air into it, make a bubble, and I'll shape the bubble so that I can get it into the mold. Because when you blow the bubble, it just naturally turns pretty round and wide. And I need the shape to be a little bit more cylindrical. So after I shape this, I'll blow it up, it'll get nice and round, and I'll make it cylindrical using one of my tools. Okay, just a quick little shake inside the tool. What's up, everybody? Squish it. Shake it again one more time. A little bit of air. Wait for the air to heat up to expand. There it goes. Stretch it out. Let gravity start to elongate it. And take my tool to it, make it more cylindrical. Maybe kind of conical. Shape it to a cone a bit. That's what I'm going to go to the mold. When I come out of here, I'll have all these textures and facets on the glass. So I'm going to heat this up, blow it up a little bit. I'm going to blow into this mold. You guys can't see the mold itself, but that's how I get the bubble trap technique. Okay. So, a little bit of air in there. I'll let this start to cool down. Shine down. What's up, Shine down? Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for jumping in. Do the fire emoji. Love it. so far. Come back, add some more glass to this and make it a little bit bigger. Stretch it out. I'm gonna make a bong or two, and then I get this paperweight marble that I'm gonna try to work on and see how that goes. Shape it up. Start to blow it up and stretch it out here in a bit. Next thing. Okay, try to regain control of it a little bit more. Stretch it out, make it a little bit bigger. Blow it up from there. I got the length. Now just start to blow it up and make it round at the bottom.
Okay, do you happen to know if the bar box has been fixed?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
It has. Okay.
Yep, they were using it the other day.
Thank you. Oh, nice. Yeah, very great. Exactly.
Oh, broke right off. Shattered right on the ground. Oh, I lost that one. I'll have to try again. And some use. Let's try this technique. I've been getting better at it, but obviously more practice. All right. Well, got away on the ground there. Come back for another day. All right. No technique this time. It's just straight ahead. That's the original way I was doing it. What's up, everybody? Glass Audio. What up, Glass Audio? Welcome to the shop. All right, I'm gonna add color. This can be a cobalt blue. Switch it up. What's going on? Glue that in here. Shine down, stay in here. Hopefully, shine down, stay in there. What up, everybody else? I'm gonna shape this up, blow it up. After this one, I think I'm gonna make my paper ready. Yeah, I'll make the paper ready. Marble or something. Blue and white. We do blue and white. Yeah, bubble trap technique. So down here by my feet are these molds. So I'm gonna shape the glass, again, blow it up, and then go into the mold. Shine down, so yep, I'm here. Nice. All right, thanks for hanging out, thanks for chilling. So we're gonna shape it up. Okay. A little thin as far as like the thickness of the glass. As far as like the size of it, I think it should fit in there. Do it one more time. Alright, so get a nice knot, go into the mold, custom it in there while I'm in there. Wiggle. Think. Alright, we got the mold. Got the glass out of the mold. We'll start to fill up. So the air cools it off quicker rather than just waiting. Like you can wait, but when you're doing like production, you're just trying to get to the next one. So just compressed air will cool it off a lot faster. So that way I can add the next layer of glass over that. So now this allows me to, again, blow it up bigger and go from there. Ooh, a little amber just fell on my thumb. But essentially, that's just it, right? The glass is built in layers. Alright, so put this back up. I'm going to grab the hose and attach it to the pipe so that way I can blow through it while I shape and stretch it out. So now I end the pipe down. And like I kind of stretch it out for me. Start to constrict the air where I'm going to eventually break it off at. Alright, so now we got the length. I'm going to heat up that bottom part and blow that up round. So when I go to heat it up over here, I'm not heating up the entire piece of glass. I'm just kind of heating up that little bubble part at the bottom of the neck. And I'll go back to the bench and you'll see the temperature difference between the top and the bottom. And I'll blow the bottom out and shape it up a little bit. And eventually I'll separate it from this pipe and attach another pipe to it, rather than trying to attach it to the same pipe like I did previously. I'll explain that part here when we get to it. You see the temperature difference between the top and the bottom.
They were very, very into it. They were having questions. They were like, this is everything's great. We're just having fun. This is awesome. Great. We're learning a lot. So they were super into it, questions, interacting with each other, and cheering each other.
Okay, so reshaped it, blew it up. Now I'm going to blow it up some more, shape it up, and eventually separate it from this pipe so I can finish at the top.
Pretty sure it was well, but like, he was plans they were going through. There was this like tin top box. Oh, this was the best one.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the pipe. I'll be right back. So I add a little bit of glass to the end of this rod. And I'm gonna shape this up real quick while the other one kind of just rolls right across the bench for a second or two. Okay, I'm gonna turn it to the bottom. And I add a little bit of water to that constriction. Tap the pipe. Break this off the original pipe. Stick to this pipe. Take this one out of the way. So now I'm just gonna focus my heat on the top. Touch that up a little bit. And then take this one off. The next one will be the paperweight. The marble. It's gonna be cool. I have the color laid out, so I'll give you guys a quick little preview of the color and how it's laid out. Cut off that uneven part. Shape it just a hair. Now I'm going to remelt it, getting rid of all those little sharp edges where I just cut it out. So I'll give it a nice overall heat, make sure everything stays relatively hot. Go really deep in there, and then just come right back out to the opening where I just cut it out. This will just kind of melt any sharp edges, get everything nice and smooth again, and I'll just give it the final shape. Now while that pressure cools down on the top, I'm going to keep the bottom hot. So I'm using this torch to keep not only the connection, but just like that bottom part of the vessel too. Using the heat to keep that relatively hot too. Then I'll give it one good final heat, and then take it off the pipe. So I got this little water droplet bottle. I'm just going to drop a little bit of water here right into that connection. While it's still kind of molten and moving around. Let it start to keep its shape, and then I tap the pipe, and it separates itself from this pipe now. A little sharp edges I get left behind, just give it a quick torch. Go put this in there, and I'll be right back. All right. All right. That one's down. Cool. Get that one out of the way. All right. So yeah, let me take a quick little pause. I'm going to show you the colors. You still there? Shine down. Let's see, maybe not. Maybe somebody else is there. But oh, why am I not following you? My bad. There we go. Okay, check it out. See those colors right there? See all that? How it's all in a pattern? I'm going to roll that up here in a pattern. Yeah, so this is the mole. And it creates all this texture. Now, imagine all those textures, like a pineapple, right? There's all these little diamonds on the glass, all these little facets. And, yeah, I'm sorry about getting open anyways. When I go to add the next layer of glass, it doesn't cover it quick enough, so all those little facets trap air pockets and you get air bubbles. And so that's how you get the bubble trap technique, where you get all these little symmetrically placed air bubbles around your glass. So I'm going to take a quick little 5-minute break, and then I'm going to come back and get started with the next piece. I'm going to make a marble or paperweight. Feel free to hang out if you want to check out other shows and come back, however you want to do it. But thank you for hanging out, and I will be right back. I'll just stare at the glory hole for a bit and just kind of stay warm. Sweet. Okay. I'm just going to take a little medicine break and collect myself a bit. Get some motivation, that's what he used to call it. A little motivation. Or a little security break, security meeting. You know, do a safety break, that's what it is. Safety meeting. Safety meeting in the back of the alley. I'll be right back. Fire emojis, fire emojis, fire emojis. Hopefully some fire emojis when I get back. Hopefully some more people in here. So it should be cool. I'm gonna do the bubble trap technique with the. Ooh, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Bubble trap technique with the spiral. Sweet. All right, let's see how it turns out. Let's see, fire emojis. Let's go. A couple people in here. Yes, there's a couple people in here. Oh, somebody just left. Country Road Cards. Pearl Knox. What up? What up? Welcome to the Glass One Studio, y'all. I'm about to make a paperweight, so just hang out for a little bit. Hit that follow button so you guys can see some of my artwork in the future. Here's the setup. A little pattern of color there. I'm gonna roll that up. This is the studio. This is the galley where I work at. Check it out, guys. That was my apprentice. Now he was an apprentice. What's up, Tiffany? Welcome to the studio. I'm about to make some pieces real quick. Oh, in and out, in and out. All right. Well, hit the follow button, guys. Drop the fire emojis in the chat if you can. Get the algorithm kicking. Share the show. And we'll get started here right now. So, no glass point on this one. It's going to be just a solid piece of glass, solid paperweight. So this is a solid glass. There's no actual hole through it. Shape this up a little bit. Well, first I'm going to gather some glass from the rock. Okay, a little more or less around this amount. I'm going to shape the glass up. So I can use these wooden tools, or I can use a wet piece of paper as long as it's thick enough. Kind of shape the glass. Okay. Want the shape so I can go into a mold. Mold in the ground. And so this mold's going to create this texture on the glass. So I'll just give it a little heat, kind of reheat up the surface. See it right here on my foot, maybe. Maybe I moved the camera a little too much, but okay, I'll do that. That's the one I'm going to go with. So I'm going to shake the glass up one more time. Give it a little heat. Kind of push it in there and try to wiggle it out of there. There we go. It's always tricky. It's always tricky when it's a solid piece. When it's blown, it's a little bit easier to do. Okay, so now that it's textured, I'm going to add a layer of glass over this. And it's going to trap all these air pockets inside the texture. Can you see that? Pretty cool, huh? Ooh, I see some hearts out there. Thanks for the likes, guys. Make sure you share, hit the follow. Fire emojis in the chat. Fire emojis in the chat. Look at the dude with the, see the sweater? He's got the glass and he's holding it with his hand. Check it out, look. Oh, it's the same thing. Sick. Yeah, okay. So when I come back, you guys are going to see all these little bubbles in the inner layer. Let me go pick up another layer of glass. Ooh, thanks for the fire emojis. Switch right there, there it is. I'm going to get rid of as much glass as I can because I want it to be a really thin layer of clear. So that's what this bucket is for here. When I come out of here, I'm going to let all that extra glass fall into this bucket. And Later we just kind of recycle it and reuse it again. Check it out. I brought my shears over. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit more glass off of there and cut some more off right back into that bucket. Maybe this little piece right here is like, I'm going to cut this off and reuse it for something, but I'm actually going to cut it off and kind of let it fall in a little tray. This little tray up there. Maybe it'll survive, maybe it won't. Okay. Let me show you guys the air bubbles now. All those air bubbles inside. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to shape it up. And I'm going to take it over to the annealer, which is that silver box back there. That's where I have that color laying inside. So I'll eventually roll this cylinder across that little pattern of colored rods. And then I'll take it from there and bring it over here and start to heat that in here, melt that into this. And I'll kind of take it from there. So just kind of hang out. I'm not going to move the camera too much at this point. I'll just kind of have it there and maybe move it once or twice more. Then I'll be on like focus mode and I'll be like concentrating on the glass for a bit. So hang out, drop any feedback, any questions in the chat. Definitely drop the fire emojis in the chat. Again, hit the follow, share, double tap, hit the hearts and the likes, all that good stuff. Let's get some more people in here, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna go about this diameter, and I'm honestly just eyeing it out. I'm eyeing it out. So we'll go maybe this way for a second, and I'll have to like switch the camera angle after a while. So I'll have you guys stay focused on there for a bit, and I'm gonna heat this up and work my way over there, and we'll see how this pans out, y'all. So it's been sitting in there for like the last hour and a half, preheating at 950 degrees. So those little pieces of glass in there, I'm going to roll it across this molten glass, and they should just kind of fuse right to that surface layer of things. And I have a specific design and pattern, so I want it to all come on there together. If I miss one or if I have a space, you'll be able to tell. So just little FYIs on stuff like that. So this is nice and ready to go. I'm going to make my way over there, see how this pans out. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, so yeah, there's a little space. We'll make it work out. Check it out, guys. See the space? There it is. I'm going to try to squish that together. It could have been a little bit thinner on my end. On the tip of it a little bit, I guess. Okay, a better even distribution between the pieces. So now I'm going to melt those in. Yo, thanks for coming in, guys. Check it out. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button if you haven't. You guys won't be able to see the final product tonight, but in a couple of days, you guys get to see how it turns out. So make sure you guys hit me up, follow me, and just see not just me in the studio, but you can see me in the morning when I do my sales. And now, check out the process, y'all. Oh, it's coming out really sick. All right, I'm going to melt this in, and I'll show you guys a little glimpse. Back in the glory hole. Yes, I am back in the glory hole, Terry. You know, I spend my days sticking my pipe in the glory hole a lot. Hey, what can I say? Thank you. I'm here all week. Monday through Friday, 11 in the morning. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. So I'll shake this up. Oh, yeah. Just kind of having everything really melt together. Make it kind of round and cylindrical. And taper off that tip. All right, check it out, guys. See how it's all starting to come together now? Now I'm going to cut off the tip. So that way there's not a little void. Watch, there's a void at the tip. See, there's a void. I don't want the void. I want all of the color to terminate at that void. So that little tip there with those clear sections at, I'm going to tighten all that color down, and then I'll twist the color there at the end so that it all creates this kind of spiral design. For now, I'm just melting everything together so that it all kind of becomes one overall piece, right? It's very seamless. Everything kind of melts together, and now all the pattern, the design becomes the piece. So I'm going to go back to the bench for a second, switch that up. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. And so right where I see kind of all those colors intersecting, I'll make like a little constricted area. So now I get my tools and I twist. And get ready to separate that little section off the tip there. Same thing, cut it off. Let's see if it makes it. So now the idea is that the pattern, look at that, it all terminates right at the end there. So now I'm going to melt this down again, nice and thoroughly. Whoa. And then start to shape it from there. Checking the time real quick to make sure I got enough time. I'm going till 7:45 here. Then I got to end the stream more or less around that time. I got to clock back on to work and jump onto my shift for an hour. Then I'm going to clock back out for another hour, and I'm going to do another session from, what's that, from like 9 to 10 or something, y'all. So feel free to hang out for now, come back in a bit once I do finish the stream in about an hour. This will be the final piece for this stream, and I'll kind of hang out with the chat and see what's up with everybody for a bit as I start to get ready to clock back into my shift. This is where I work at, and then I rent the studio when I need to make my work. But I'm an instructor here, and I teach people, give them daily lessons. That's all I'm using. Check it out, guys. Just a little metal ring. Add a little bit of like hot wax to it. And as I'm rolling across, I'm just kind of moving it around. I'll reheat it again. And I'll tighten it down there at the surface area at the bottom of it. Sorry, it's like way out of angle, but check it out. It's coming in really now. Thanks for the lights, guys. So I'm gonna give it one last final little heat. We call this the fire polish heat. And so after rolling across the surface layer with that tool, you know, there might be a little bit of scratches and stuff. So give it one nice good overall heat. Let everything kind of melt down just enough that it starts to move around on me again, but not enough that it distorts everything. It just keeps the shape pretty consistent. Let's melt that surface layer just nice enough that it gives it a fire polish. That's it, right around there. That's pretty good. So now bring it back to the bench. You'll see how much ambient, how much hotter it is again. It's nice and orange. Okay, we'll let that cool down. I'll squeeze just a little bit more tighter here where I'm going to break it off at. As I let it cool down again one more time on that surface layer. Now it's cooled off enough. I can just give it one little more pass if I need to. I'm going to go more or less there. Alright, let me show you guys real quick. So this is going to be the bottom. The idea is that when I break it off of here, this will be the top. So you can actually be looking at it this way. So let me see if I can flip the camera angle around. See if you can see the optics from this angle. See the inside a little bit? Look at all that stuff on the inside. Whoa. Yeah, that one's going to be another sick one too. So now I'm just letting it cool down. I'll separate it from the pipe here in a second. And break it off right over here in this little knockoff area. That's a little break-off station. No sharp edges. I can just kind of melt that, but I'm going to end up just running this down anyways. Polishing that out. But for now, just let it's not sharp. Alright, so I'm going to walk over and put this away. I'll be right back, y'all. Nice. Oh yeah, I only got 10 minutes to spare, so I'll give you guys a quick little, maybe 1 minute demonstration, and then I'll get to the chat. How about that? Show you guys something else real quick, just so you guys can see some of the fun stuff and what I get to do. Let's go. Let's go. I see the fire emojis. Appreciate it. What's up, Krager? Krager. Haven't seen you in a minute, man. What's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? All right. Let's go right about this angle right here where the action's at. All right, guys, check this one out. I'll be right back. Set this up real quick. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of glass here. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up some more. Okay, I'm gonna add color for now. Put it down. Shape it up. Go back to the top again. Okay, so now I got my coat on there. Pick this up, get it nice and ready to go, and then I'll take it to the bench and shape it up. Hopefully that's a good angle. Let's see what we got. That should be alright. There you go. Shape it up real quick. Smooth it more or less. Shape it again. And bring it up again. So I got everything more or less to a nice kind of even shape, kind of symmetrical. I'll start using my tweezers a little bit. Those tools that you saw me using were called jacks. There's the straddle, the strap, or the straddle, or the back of the tool, which kind of is this flat edge. And the blades themselves are the main function. And you got the handle. So here's the handle, the strap, the blades. One actually a little bit harder. Okay, here we go. Some of you guys might have seen these in my show. We'll have a little bit of color on there. With Swan. I'm going to give this a quick little heat. And then I'll take it off the pipe and I'll put this one away as well. Let's get the base down here. Okay, so let me put this one away real quick, guys, and then I'll go to the chat, see what's up with everybody. Fire, 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 fire. Fire. Somebody brought up Beavis and Butthead when I was talking about fire. Let's go. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's going on, chat? Thanks for hanging out there. Let's get the disco ball in the background. Let's get the disco ball in the background. Here we go. What's up, everybody? What's up? Hey, hey, hey. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. We should have some music in the background, but maybe the later session tonight. In an hour from now, we'll do the music. The hour session, I think I'm just gonna go ham. I'm just gonna go production. I'm just gonna go hard and just try to keep going. No moderation. I'll just let the chat chill. Good vibes, music, and people will come in and out. If you want, you can check it out later on. But I'll be on right back here in about an hour. Let me run through the chat, see what's going on with everybody. It seems like I see fire emojis. I saw the glory hole. I saw that. Somebody got red box for sure. All right. Shine Down's been holding it down, I think, since the show started. Thanks for hanging out here, Shine Down. We got Erie, Country Roads, Pearl, Tiffany, Peter, Dammit Terry. I saw Dammit Terry coming in here earlier. What's up, Dammit Terry? Excuse me. Yo, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. If I could do it myself, I would cheat a little bit and be like, yep. Fortunately, I can't do it myself, so I asked the chat. Fire emojis are better for me, though. I'm all about the fire emojis. We need to reach out to the whatnot HR team, like, yo, or whatever, the IT team. Like, yo, can we get fire emojis instead of hearts? That's sick. Or even any of the other emojis too. For Fluffle, Super Swan, Fragmented Artist, what up, what up? Sunface, Krager. Yo, thanks for bringing out everybody. Cat Fakers, MODing it up. Appreciate ya. So what do you guys think of that last Marvel, that paperweight? The song was cool, but that paperweight, that Marvel was freaking badass. Fire emojis, fire emojis. Sweet, guys. Well, yeah, I got a lesson, so I'm going to start teaching. So I'm going to clock back on to my regular job. So yeah, I'm an instructor. I've been an instructor for the last 10 years. Specifically at this studio. I've been at a couple other studios, but we do lessons here, and so the general public will take a 30-minute course, and then we kind of walk you through the process of things. So I got a lesson here for about an hour. I'm going to leave my phone on the charger while that happens, and I'm going to jump right back on in an hour or so after the lesson's over with. And then I'm just going to hit up production and make some bongs and stuff. So it's in order that I got to kind of fill by March. You guys can hang out, chill, just check out the process. I won't be able to get to the chat till the very end of that stream, but you guys are always more than welcome to hit those fire emojis, hit the shares, hit all that good stuff. I appreciate the support, guys, and thanks for checking me out and checking out the process. And now the anticipation, wait till that Marvel comes out, or even the other pieces too in the future, right? Like, there's so much more to come. So thank you guys for checking it out. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of the evening for a bit. Check your app in about an hour or so. I think I'm gonna start again around 9ish, around 9 o'clock, or an hour from wherever you're at. And if you can't, well, again, thank you for checking it out. Catch me tomorrow morning at around 11 in the morning. So, Casey, what's up, Casey Webb? About to get back on in an hour, man. We just finished up, but I'll catch you guys here in a bit. 1 hour, hour-ish, 1 hour-ish, 1 hour to the nearest hour, All right, y'all. See you soon, hopefully. Peace.